geometry of this is so incredibly confusing. Should be there. Like that. I do enjoy a good puzzle, and I've created for myself a puzzle. Geometrically complicated. Okay, so we've got that far. Alright, we have gotten that far. And what on earth do we do about this? These bits. So we can just close it off here, I guess? No, that's not really right either, is it? So let's look that, 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 and that. Do we just close it off in the middle? Let me hold on, let's leave that open. We might like leave it open to let a little bit of light in. Like this. Oops. This stuff is, I mean, this is obvious. There and there and there and there. That's obvious, right? 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The thing with the lighting in this game is that it very quickly becomes very dark once you close everything off. Oh hey Q. How's things? Wesley says he needs to sleep. And not just today, he says that because daylight saving is coming, it's gonna be even less convenient for him. So he's saying he's gonna take a long break from this project because it seriously interrupts his sleep. Q says, did you ever find the missing edge in this structure? What do you mean the missing edge? It's not, it's on the outside. You mean like this? Q says, fair enough regarding Wesley, it was a little late for it. It was a tad late, you're right. If you, the edge is on the outside of this, it's behind the obsidian. And I think we just have to live with that because Minecraft is giant blocks. Q says you missed a block on one of the corners. Oh, I think I found it. I think I found it a little earlier. I was double checking the structure just now. I was trying to figure this out. The roof. Yeah, I found a missing block earlier. Alright, so if we do that, it's still quite bright in here. Alright, let's close this, see what happens. It's so bright in here. It's almost completely closed. Oh wait, that's not done. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? This. Okay, this needs to be closed. Q says maybe not now you've closed them off, but the chandeliers might be a good place for indirect lighting. A high glow up there might look good. Yeah, I haven't quite decided on the lighting yet. I was thinking like some light coming in from like above. So Solitude Station, like Solitude is supposed to be kind of depressing, but I was thinking maybe we should have like a little ray of hope at the very top, like a skylight, and also, as you say, glowstone, just to give you a little bit of hope at the very top coming down. But yes, that is similar to what I'm thinking about. Although I haven't quite figured out how to go about that. It's not quite dark. Oh, this is still open. Oh, were there 8 of these? Oh, there were 8 of these openings. Okay, let me just make sure I understand what I'm doing right now. Okay, this is darker now. Alright, now this is dark. But is it dark enough? It's so dark, Q. We are having a quiet moment in this darkness. Going for something like moody and dramatic, maybe a little emo. But also it needs to be functional enough that you can see what's going on. Maybe that means we should strategically poke a hole like there, for example, and there, so that the word solitude is a little bit more lit up, so you can actually read the word. But then strategically again we don't... Maybe we close this off then. And then have it like disappear into the shadows that way. Alright, let's try closing this off. And just like very carefully controlling the light, so that it is both moody and dark, but also functional enough. Wait, what? Oh, this is like... well, this is dark now. It's so dark! Oh hey Q, also, it sounds like the UK Parliament decided that all Brexit options are off the table. Somehow they've decided that none of the possible options are acceptable. It's kind of amazing. Alright, there. Q says, yeah, what a lot of freaking twats. I mean, it's not that complicated, it's just that there's not majority support for any of the options. Like everybody wants a different thing. But it is remarkable that you ended up in a situation where all options are off the table. It's gonna continue to be interesting. Alright, so now it's super dark and super moody. Possibly a little too dark on this side, because you can't really read the signs anymore. So let us say, oops, that's not enough. Where do we need to put a hole so we can... Oh, actually, if I put a hole there, how far does the light reach? If you don't see straight up into the sky, then the light doesn't actually come down to the floor. In fact, I kind of like that. I kind of like how like that lights up the tip of this loo. Inverted spire here without actually lighting up anything else. So those holes there light up the word solitude. Those holes there light up the spires. Maybe just like poke that there. Oops. I think the glowstone will go there actually. So that lights up, oops, the ceiling. But we need lights here on the signs, which probably somehow like there? No. Q says that looks good at the top, the lowest tip being bright and darkens to the roof. Yeah. Very dramatic. Like it just fades into the shadows. But we need light down here, unless we have artificial lighting down here. Which I don't know if that spoils the effect or not. It probably will. What if we open that up and open that up? So that should put the light a little closer into the platform. Q says glowstone behind the signs. I'm a little concerned that because of the way lighting works in the game, if we put glowstone like here, it will just light up all the circuitry. And I actually want the circuitry to fade into the shadows a little bit. So opening that allows us to read the signs okay, but then it leaves the circuitry mostly in the shade. I think I just need to poke one more hole, like there. Actually, where are we? Like maybe like there, somehow, and then we would light that up enough. But this is a little more complicated because it needs to no, it needs to go all the way through there, like that. Actually that's still a little bit dark there. If we turn off the smooth lighting, it'll be a little clearer what I'm trying to do. Possibly also... Okay, possibly not that one. Let me like put that back. Oops. Okay, I think that's right. I can't see a thing. Possibly here. Is that right? Yeah, no, that's right. There. Which also means there. Unfortunately, this means that there's light at the top there. Although it's over the track, you're not supposed to walk on the track. So that gives us just enough light here to see this stuff. That adds a little dark though. Should we light this up a little bit as well? It's kind of hard to balance this. Yeah, no, it definitely won't help at nighttime. Possibly I put glowstone, a line of glowstone there, and that should be enough to light up that, possibly. Anyway, let's go for black stained glass. Let's just put the black stained glass in. Did I put it everywhere? 2, 3, and 4. So nighttime, I'm thinking. Actually, put glowstone. Let me. Where's my glowstone? Put the glowstone there. Oops. And glowstone in there. It does also add a little yellow glow to it. The ambient occlusion before had it darker. Look at that. There's a little bit of yellow. That's nice. It's nice. It's a little warmer now because of the yellow. So we put a glass there and there. And then there and there. Not back here, because we want this to be in the shadows. And then there, which I'm looking at like that. Black stained glass, which doesn't actually cast any shadows. Alright, so let me go time set midnight. And if I put a line of glowstone say there. Oh, it's too far away. It doesn't quite light up that. Actually, if we're gonna put glowstone down here, we don't really need the holes on the roof up there, because then the glowstone will light this up at night. The signs, I mean. Okay, that's not quite enough light. If I put the glowstone, I can actually put it underneath here because it actually lights up. It blocks everything though.